proclamation of our school vision. Would all attendees please remain standing as well? Our school vision can be found on page 5 of our graduation program. Please feel free to join us. Our vision, high achievement in early college for each student as we affirm the positive leadership of African Americans to benefit the global community. You may be seated. Our leadership principle, Maya, balance, harmony, justice, reciprocity, righteousness, truth. Our community values in Nguga Saba, unity, Umoja, self-determination, Kujikajalia, collective work and responsibility, Ujima, purpose, Nia, creativity, Kumba, faith, Imani. At this time, I will introduce the platform guests. I will begin from my left. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Platform guests, please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all have been introduced. To my left, we have Tanya Street, high school counselor, Dr. John Stegall, high school assistant principal, Mr. Henry Warren, middle school principal, Dr. Tina Pierce, Columbus City School Board member, Dr. Luther Johnson is Region 6 Area Superintendent. He'll be joining our platform late as he is leaving from another graduation. Seated in the row are student representatives. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all have been introduced. Araya Kroon, senior class representative. Christy A. Long, senior class president. Kanae Evans, senior class valedictorian. Rachel Wachi, senior class valedictorian. Haley Carter, senior class representative. Lastly, seated behind me on the stage are the members of our Columbus Africentric faculty and staff selected by students to present them with their diplomas. Staff, will you all please stand? Thank you for your dedication to our students, and you may all please be seated. Would the class of 2023 please stand? Graduates, today you are joined by hundreds of your closest friends, family members, and mentors. Would you please take a moment to turn around and acknowledge your invited guests? Thank you. Everyone may please be seated at this time.
Hello, my name is Araya Kroom, and I'm the class representative for the class of 2023. This fall, I will be enlisting in the United States Army. I will be reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the National Anthem and Black National Anthem sung by our CAEC student, Zaria Hooker. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem and the Black National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And our CAEC student, Zaria Hooker.
Thank you, Zaria. You may all be seated. Today we are here to celebrate the class of 2023. Michelle Obama once said, "Success isn't about how much money you make, it's about the difference you make in people's lives." Today, our graduates will have the opportunity to make a difference and impact on our global community. I am proud to say that this class has a graduation rate of 94%. With 17 of our students attending four-year institutions, 25 of our graduates are going to a two-year institution, 2 of our graduates are going into cosmetology, and 2 going into military. Yes. Will Christy A. Long please stand? $92,000 in scholarship money. Dyson Bivens, please stand. Dyson, $96,000 in scholarship money. Haley Carter, $117,000 in scholarship money. Rachel Wachi, $128,000. Leonard Gore, $132,000. Cherno Wale, $138,522. Kanae Evans, $221,243. This graduating class has over $1 million in scholarship money. We are super excited. You all may be seated. Christy A. Young will come and introduce our guest speaker for today.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Christy A. Long, and I am the class president of the class of 2023. In the fall, I will be attending the University of Cincinnati, and today I have the privilege and honor to introduce the senior class presentation. The class valedictorians will provide a moment of reflection and inspiration, so please welcome to the stage Kanea Evans and Rachel Boykin.
Good morning, fellow graduates, family, and faculty.
We'd like to welcome you to the 2023 Columbus Africentric Early College Commencement Ceremony.
Let's try this again. Good morning. Are we not celebrating our Nubian graduates today? My name is Kanea Chantel Evans, and I am the 2023 class valedictorian.
And my name is Rachel Dufia Boache, and I am also the 2023 class valedictorian. Isn't it wonderful we get to share this moment in speech?
Absolutely. In the fall of 2023, I will attend the illustrious Xavier University of Louisiana, also known as Zula, on a full academic scholarship. In preparation for this speech, I had restless nights, reading, writing, and sometimes rewriting until 4 a.m. I wanted to ensure my words capture how our experiences throughout the years cultivated and strengthened us as a village of graduates. I must admit, I am honored to be standing here today as the #1 rank of our class and proud of all the achievements and obstacles we have overcome.
I too earned a full academic scholarship to the Ohio State University. I really love this for us. Two brilliant, courageous, and self-assured young Black women attending college for free due to our achievements and accolades.
We have worked hard and are so proud of all of our accomplishments that earned us this spot together. I want to congratulate our seniors graduating today. Nubian queens, Nubian kings, walking upright into their destinies, learning to harness the power they have within themselves. Earning a high school diploma is not easy. In fact, it can be extremely challenging. And we did it while surviving a global pandemic.
Our freshman year was cut short, no thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic. That same pandemic followed us into sophomore year. When I tell you those Zoom classes were not for the weak, they were not. Waking up at 7:25 a.m. just to log into a class, finding everyone was asleep. Thankfully, we could return to school in the middle of sophomore year, but only for 2 days a week while wearing a mask. Next, we entered our junior year. Finally, returning to school full-time. It was a blessing because I thought I would lose my mind in that house with my parents. We all thought we would get a normal school year when senior year came, but the teachers just had to strike and protest for the equitable resources that the school CCS students deserve. Although many of us stood in solidarity with our teachers, sadly, we didn't get to have our official first day of our high school career. Most importantly, my first day of school hairstyle was wasted. I had my cute layer wig done the day before, all ready for my first day, for no reason, because I didn't get to show it off.
For many of us, these past 4 years have been extremely challenging. So it's safe to say high school beat us up real bad. We never had a regular start to the school year, which was not what any of us wanted. But it taught us resilience. It makes me happy that we're all here today. It is evidence of your perseverance and a sign of a bright future. You did it, you are here, and I am proud. With confidence, your success, which is shown today, is well deserved. Reminding me of one of the African proverbs about perseverance in our building. Rachel, do you remember?
Nobody could prepare for the dry season by drinking plenty of water? Yes, I remember. In other words, you must be flexible in life. Life will throw things at you and may not go as planned, but it is essential not to let that get you down. It is up to you to find a different route and get to the end. We all learned that throughout our high school years at Africentric, especially with how hectic it was. However, we are all here at the end, ready for our next chapter to begin.
Rachel, that proverb reminds me of the Aya and Dinkra symbol. The Aya symbolizes perseverance and resourcefulness. Adinkra symbols are from Ghana and they represent concepts or aphorisms. The symbols have decorative function but represent objects that encapsulate evocative messages, conveying traditional wisdom, aspects of life, or the environment. There are many symbols with distinct meanings often linked with proverbs. We represent the Aya or a fern, a stubborn yet hardy plant that will grow in the worst conditions. We are the ferns growing in the ground. No matter how often someone tries to cut us down or get rid of us, we shoot right back up, equipped to face any resistance. We just don't give up. We continue to try until there are no more obstacles. I came to Africentric at the beginning of 9th grade and I knew no one. I was quiet and as shy as can be. If you knew me back then, you should remember. If you know me now, you should know I am still the same way. I often disappeared into the background with ease. I always wanted to succeed, so I did what was expected, but never went above and beyond. I never called attention to myself, only focused on my academics and just that. As a result, I became well acquainted with the recurring comments. You do good work, but you don't talk much. You're too quiet. Kanae, you need to speak up. I know my family is probably side-eyeing me right about now, saying I talk too much, but I promise, school Kanae is not the same, so please bear with me.
I came to Africentric at the beginning of 7th grade. I remember walking through those doors not knowing anyone. I simply looked at this new environment that I would be in for the next 6 years of my life. I wasn't a very talkative 12-year-old. I was the type to get to class early so I could pick my seat first and not have the hassle of worrying about who I would sit by. I wouldn't talk to anyone unless I was spoken to first. I used to struggle to ask for help from my peers and even my teachers. The person I was in middle school compared to now is the same yet different in some ways. I am still the quiet student, but I would say I am a bit more outspoken. I would like to thank Mama Carter, Barbara Ryder, Mama Street, and all my teachers for listening to me complain about that English 1100 class and for giving me the space to grow into the person I am today. I am also extremely thankful for my parents, my friends, and my sister for allowing me to grow and be me.
I am a very different person than I was in 9th grade, and I would like to thank Mama Street, Mama Carter, and all my high school teachers for that. I thank you guys for introducing me to new paths. Without you all, I would have never opened my mouth to join College Credit Plus at Columbus State, and I would have never been able to be a part of senior to sophomores at The Ohio State University. Because of you in the Africentric Village, and of course my mother, I am proud to say I finished my high school career with over 40 college credits. With that being said, I was able to discover a new world. It is a privilege to be a student at this school. It is a privilege to watch us all discover new paths. We grew into our identities. We know who we are and who we want to be. We are the future, and we will be just that. I watched my peers fight through tough mental health struggles, challenging exams, the deaths of our classmates, and COVID. Must I remind you? We may be done today, but we are not done forever. This ending is just the beginning. We're about to start our new journeys, college, career, the military, or whatever y'all be doing on the low-key. Lean into the fact that we are constantly evolving and changing, becoming increasingly more wise, skilled, and well-rounded than we were the day before. Here's some advice to get you started.
Be yourself. I know you've heard it before, but it's real. It's a true statement. You never achieve true happiness. Speak your truth.
Be tenacious. Go after whatever your heart desires. When you are faced with obstacles, don't quit. You need to fight. It is your life, and make the best of it. Put yourself into everything you do. Speak. Even if you have butterflies and are shaking like crazy, like me currently, you won't regret it. Passion is always better than perfection.
Appreciate your classmates. Remember, these are the last days we will see some of each other. I know senior year has been a slap in the face, and everything is wrapping up, but take the time to acknowledge one another. Savor it. Turn to your neighbor and give them a high five. You all deserve it.
And lastly, as I stand here on this beautiful morning, I'm going to make every one of you promise. Promise me you will breathe. Promise me you will take time out of your day for yourself, and before you say you cannot do it, or if you're too busy, let me teach you. I want you to take a deep breath, count to 3, and let it out. Let's try it. In 1, 2, 3, out. One more time. In 1, 2, 3, out. Please go out into the world and spread positivity. I wish you all the best, and I hope you remember that Kanea and Rachel said to embrace who you are. You got this. We have come a long way, and we are ending a chapter. I am incredibly proud of you all, and I wish you all the best. And with wise words from my girl, Gloria Hallelujah Woods, a.k.a. Glorilla, every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow.
Period.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. My name is Haley Carter. Next year I'll be attending The Ohio State University. I have the honor of introducing the graduation speaker for this ceremony, Dr. Tina Pierce. Dr. Pierce is a servant leader who empowers individuals to create positive, transformative change in their communities. She is serving her first term as a proud member of the Columbus Board of Education. Having been elected in 2019, in her first term, she has been a tireless advocate for diversity, equity, and inclusion, leading the committee responsible for updating and rewriting the district equity policy. Her dedication to leadership extends statewide, where she serves as the president of the Ohio School Board Association's Central Region. A proud Buckeye alumni, Dr. Pierce is currently the Chief of Strategy and Belonging for the Ohio State University Alumni Society, known as OSU-AA. She brings over 20 years of experience in higher education, civic engagement, leadership development, and in-depth knowledge of the strength and reach of Buckeye Nation. She is president of the Ohio State Undergraduate Student Government Alumni Society and Demon Scholar Alumni Society. As a distinguished thought leader and highly effective partner of strategic priorities and initiatives for diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, she has received several honors, including the OSU-AA Pay It Forward Award for volunteering in the Association of Staff and Faculty, Woman Mary Ann Williams Leadership Award for her creative spirit and passion for building bridges between the university and the surrounding community, led her to establish working through obstacles, reaching true heights, an education consulting company that provides evidence-based training and programs to cultivate leadership and increase civic engagement. She is also the founder of the Work Foundation, a nonprofit fostering community engagement through civic and education and leadership development. Dr. Pierce values education, having earned a doctorate in philosophy and political science, with her graduate interdisciplinary specialization in college and university teaching, a master's of art in political science, a bachelor's of art in social and behavioral science with distinction in political science, and a bachelor's of art in humanities with distinction in African American and African studies. In 2020, she created Dr. Tanya Pierce Social Justice Scholarship to provide funding to Columbus City School graduates who have demonstrated a commitment to community engagement, social justice, or political activism. In creating the scholarship, Dr. Pierce, a Columbus City School graduate herself, involved the formation of sustainable connections between current and past Columbus City Schools youth leaders. The young activists and scholarship recipients continue a legacy of social change within our urban community that will be solidified for generations to come. Can everyone please give a warm welcoming to Dr. Pierce?
Thank you so much, Haley. That's a speech in itself. Let's give Haley a round of applause. A lot of people may question why we have students, well, why I have students read my entire biography, and it's because I want our students to know that you are magnificently made, and no matter what anybody tells you, you can and will achieve. So greetings to our graduates, Columbus Africentric Early College and district staff, honored family members and guests here with us this morning, and to those who could not be here in person and are watching the ceremony. Let's take another moment to thank and acknowledge the families and caregivers of this year's graduates. Your sacrifice, vision, and dedication to our graduates is unprecedented. Thank you so much, because it truly takes a village to raise a child, and we have done so. In the short time that I have, I want to leave this graduating class with 3 points that may not encompass your entire high school experience or describe the rest of your life, but will provide guidance and direction in an ever-changing and demanding world that expects greatness from our young people. So as Dr. Pierce, I'm going to be real with you and help you understand the resilience that this class possesses, propel you to face any challenges that may come your way. Resilience, the ability to persevere despite challenges, heartbreak, or grief, is a trait that each of you possesses by the sheer fact of earning your diploma. I bet many of you do remember your freshman year when you were sent home because of COVID, having to wake up for Zoom classes, and I won't ask who turned on their cameras because many of us took meetings and classes in our pajamas. But despite worldwide isolation and uncertainty about your high school experience, when we will return to in-person classes, how will we continue to have extracurricular activities, you earned your diploma and experienced high school in a way that is unique to your class, the class of 2023. Each of you understood that regardless of what the world was doing, you were going to make it to this day. Along the way, the world threw more challenges and losses at you. To the Lady Nubians, I want to address you specifically. Basketball is my favorite sport, my passion. And in all honesty, I still compete against my 4 children, and they claim to have broken my ankles a couple of times. Kanaya, Little Rachel, Ariel, all our Lady Nubians, you exhibited special resilience this year. Now, the whole city knows you can ball, but the true definition of a champion, as many of you are, lies in how you perform when faced with sadness and pain. We just applauded all of those who brought you to this moment, and for some, there is someone who is not here physically to receive that applause. For you all in particular, that someone is Coach Rhodes. Let us all take a moment of silence to remember him. Ladies, I know the passing of a loved one, especially a coach, hurts, especially in the midst of a season before district and state games in which you endured and rose above racial charge chants and added insult as OSHA handed us a reprimand. I want to remind you, I want you to know that you honored his memory. And I bet he would be proud that despite his passing, you all captured the district and state championships. That when met with bigotry and disrespect and intimidation, you prevailed. I know he would be incredibly proud of each one of you as you continue to ball and excel in life. Remember the resilience that you have built over this season and 4 years. Graduates, while this example of resilience focused on the state champs, they are not the only individuals with resilience. You all have shown resilience in some way during your academic journey thus far. You have the ability to overcome both individually and collectively. Khalid and Kahar, over the past 4 years, your teachers have emphasized the importance of Black solidarity. And our communities are facing challenges and obstacles that strike at that very foundation. Being Black in this country has never been easy. But our best and brightest gains have been made when we unite our consciousness towards a goal of liberation and, most importantly, freedom. Since birth, institutions have told you that your potential, your prospects, what they can be in this world. If you can't read by 3rd grade, you'll probably end up in prison. Our zip codes are better indicators of career outcomes than our ambition. However, we have seen that the collective power of our community allows us to surpass stereotypes and preconditions, rising above what the world deems as a foregone conclusion. So, Khalid and Kahari, you had the unique experience of traveling to Ghana to experience the richness of our motherland. You saw that we come from a land full of intelligent, beautiful, communal, and hopeful people. You have learned and lived the community values of Ngoza and leadership principles of Mayat, and today I challenge you to add another principle to your life. Akabim. It symbolizes a horn, a time to be ready for battle, and on call, if you will. As you all walk across this stage and enter the next phase of your life, you will have trials and tribulations, and for some of you, outright battles that will push you to the very limits of what you think you can be. Battles will happen. What you do in the moments before those battles is so important. Will you sit and lay around waiting for something to happen? Or will you practice, prepare, and be alert for whenever the battle comes? Nobody knows when battles will come, so we all must have a sense of Akabin with us. Be on guard and be ready for whatever life throws at us. Because every battle that we win, every mountain that we climb, and every valley that we strive through all come together to form one thing: a legacy. Jabari. What will your legacy be? If your life is a movie, and I have to give you a moment to describe you as the main character, one who braved challenging circumstances to make it to this day, a person who united their peers and community towards a common goal. And what if that movie ended with this phrase: the person did all these things, and a year later, nothing changed? What's the point of the movie? What's the point of the main character? Resilience and collective action means nothing if we do not create a better place for others and allow for future success. As seniors, you set examples for underclassmen. The setting of those examples does not end today when you cross this stage. Generations reflect the lessons taught by previous generations. Even though I like to consider myself a millennial and my kids say that I am squarely a Gen X, I'm telling you, Gen Z, that you have prepared, we have prepared all of you for our legacies. My grandmother Gracie, my mother Denise, and my Aunt Kathy always expected me to serve. And that expectation was developed through my academic resilience, my humble community service, and spirit of giving. Me being here today is a legacy to them and their sacrifice for me to do better and pay it forward. So our collective work in bringing you here, Jabari, graduates of 2023, is for each of you to be better, soar higher, run faster than any of us ever dreamed. That expectation is the legacy you build and the legacy that sets the stage for the next generation. The diploma that you received today and that was achieved through your resilience, the collective consciousness of this community, and the legacy of ancestors who looked upon us. This achievement is a launch pad for a life that you will control, that you will guide, and ultimately that you will thrive within. Some of you may continue your education in college, while others will enter the workforce. For those who don't know what the future holds, it's okay. No empire was built overnight, just as no life was lived in a single day. Know that there is a community of warriors in front of you, beside you, and behind you that will relish in your success, lift you up in your failure, and support you in your endeavors. So I leave you with this impactful quote by Marcus Garvey. I trust that you will so live today as to realize that you are masters of your own destiny, masters of your fate. If there is anything you want in this world, it is for you to strike out with confidence and faith in self and reach for it. Congratulations to the class of 2023, and my prayers for each of you is that you do what brings you passion, thrive in what brings you success, and build what raises all of us to prosperity. Thank you.
Dr. Pierce, I hereby certify that each member of the June 2023 graduating class of Columbus Africentric High School has met the requirements of the United States of Education, the Ohio Department of Education, and Columbus City Schools Board of Education graduation from high school, and each is prepared to receive their appropriate diploma. We will recognize legacy students first.
Good morning. I am Tanya Street, High School Counselor at Columbus Africentric. The Nubian legacies of the class of 2023 have been endowed with many gifts: intellect, perseverance, grit, resilience, patience, and the ability to learn virtually, and a refusal to quit. For 13 years, you have been gifted with a nurturing environment centered in the Africentric principles of truth, justice, harmony, and reciprocity. Knowing the principles is just not enough. Your knowledge must be matched with a commitment to put them into action. Whether or not you will change the game is totally up to you. For 404 years on this continent, we have been forced to play a game that is not set up for us to win. That is why you must practice dedication, commitment, while advocating for justice. Africentric Legacy Class of 2023, though the hand you have been dealt isn't always fair, play it well until you become the dealer and can change the game for our community. You have been well coached for 13 years, so be part of dealing us a new hand. I will call the names out. Mr. Warren, will you call the names out for us? And then please come to the stage to get your trophy. Well, I will announce the names. Okay.
Ms. Street. Staff, please prepare for the presentation of diplomas at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Columbus Africentric High School graduating class of 2023.
Darnasia Felton. Leonard Gore. Sydney Jones. Preston Steele. Alicia Thorpe. Araya Kroon. Malaysia Hale. Aaron Joseph. Deja Lewis. Jasmine Owens. Kamaya Williams. Kali Curtis. Christie Long. Michaela Truss. Simone Severson. Key Essence Pollard. Dalen Swain. Dyson Bibbins. Rachel Boachi. Haley Carter. Marie Jacques. Kanea Evans. Amir Foster. Kahari Kennedy. Mikeyana Michael. Kayaja Reed. Ajanique Travis. Jacora Watkins. Cherno Muntaga Willie. Mariana Wilson. Mariah Ferguson Alexander. Zachary Morris. Rachel Jamal. DeAndre Straughter. Gregory Cooper. Christopher Gibson. Brajan Oates. Tony Payne. Jabari Slaughter. Jasmine Edom. Evelyn Moore. Lauren McLennan. Nathan Williams. Matthew Mays. Michaela Dean. Jude Bush.
D'Angelo, make sure you say junior for Dashid.
D'Angelo Fuller. Taylor Howard. Dushi Williams Jr. Harris Steele. Jessica Patterson. Ariel Grace.
Class of 2023. All right. Thank you, everyone, for your cooperation throughout this ceremony. We're going to ask the audience to remain seated during the recessional from the platform. Faculty, guests, and graduates. Graduates will recess to the auditorium in the academic building where they will receive their actual diploma. You may meet your graduate after recessional on the walkways outside the auditorium. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful day. Hold on. Graduates, stand and switch your